here from the internal roots movement. Let's go over 3 movements that you can do from the down dog position that'll greatly benefit anybody that's participating in MMA, BJJ, grappling, or to be honest, anybody. Everybody can benefit from rotational kind of things and from being in down dog. So what the hell, everybody can benefit from this thing. So let's go over those 3 movements first, and then the next video, we'll go ahead and time together an actual routine. So a few things before we start. When you go into down dog, spread your fingers and spread your toes the whole time. Keep your base nice and active, your points of contact with the earth. The upper arms are gonna externally rotate to help get stability in the upper body. The thighs will do a little internal rotation to get some stability. So rotate out above, rotate in beneath, and connect by drawing in at the belly. Awesome. And squeeze the ground between your points of contact, making sure your base doesn't slide apart. Sound good? Sound good. So, from down dog, we rotate the arms, rotate the thighs, we lift the tailbone up and back, and try to drive the heels down towards the floor. If they don't quite touch the floor yet, all good. We're working towards that, the intent of pushing those heels down with those toes spread open nice and wide. The thighs are tight, the knees are pushed open as you try to drive your belly in between your thighs and keep your eyes in between your knees and thighs as well. Not trying to look up while we're here. Good. Oh, now that we have a nice solid down dog, our first little movement that we're gonna do is we're gonna pull our elbow up towards our side. I guess pull our elbow down. I don't know, how the hell would you say that? Anyway, the elbow is getting pulled towards the hip. Good times. Then we're gonna rotate that direction that we pulled our elbow from, making sure our shoulders and shrug on the planted arm. And we try to ride. Ooh, this is where it gets fun. Hold on, I'm gonna change views, but don't get weirded out. We're gonna try to ride the edges of your feet as you come down, okay? That's the tricky part of it. Try to ride the edges of your feet as you come down. Staying nice and tall as we sit, elbow pulled back or pulled in, however we had it. Push the floor away with the outer edges of your feet and bring your butt up before we rotate and drive, lifting the hips up and driving the hand down. I know, fun view, right? So let's try it from the side really quick. We're in down dog, we pull the elbow, we rotate that direction as we ride the edges of our feet, holding in our little cross-seated position, or the hell you want to call it. Bring the butt up first, making sure we have stability in that shoulder, and we're gonna rotate from the belly button and drive down into the floor. So remember, anytime one point of contact comes up, the other points of contact have to work extra hard. So if I lift, my body's naturally gonna try to shift. So when I lift, I gotta drive down extra hard on my extra points to make sure we have that stability that we want to safely move through our movements. So first we have our little rotating seat. Then we're gonna go into pulling the elbow. Oh, actually, we're coming down first. Then we pull our elbow to make it a little bit easier. If you wanna make it more challenging, by all means, pull first. But to make it, a little more doable, come down beforehand, then pull. We're gonna rotate with the toes spread, bringing the ankle down. So foot flat. Then we're gonna go from heel to knee as we lower down toward the earth in the shin box. Now to make it a little bit easier, we can go ahead and let the front ankle come down beforehand and then ride from ankle up to knee with our intent forward and our shoulder not shrugging up on us. Then we're gonna come back and reverse the same direction, reverse that direction. And when we do, try to drive the foot flat first. So we're gonna try to drive that foot flat, pressing the ankle and forefoot down, lifting that front leg, and then rotating to the bottom of our position, and then driving back. But as time starts to go along, you'll be able to do in one motion, lifting the hips all the way up. So break it down into parts first. As you get comfortable, start tying more of it together. And then, last but certainly not least, piss dog. So with our piss dog, I know it's a classic. So we're gonna go into that down dog position. We're gonna pull, the heel to the outside of the butt and keep the foot flexed, okay? It's gonna seem trippy, and your body's gonna try to shift to get away from this. So make sure that we, drive back extra hard to make sure we're stable. And then we're gonna reach the knee and ankle up toward the ceiling. You can go higher if your body shifts away, but sacrifice that range of motion and be a little more true with it to get more of the things firing off that we want firing off. And when I bring my foot back down, I want to bring it back down exactly where I brought it up from. So anytime something comes up, make sure it goes down into that same spot. And same thing, when it comes up, all the other points are pressing down even harder. So just to recap, we've had our pulling and then seated twist from the down dog. We had our coming down to the quad position and then rotating into a shin box. Then we also had our ever so tastefully named pistol. Awesome. So those are the 3 movements that we're going to put together in the next video. Get familiar with them, play around with them, and break them down as much as you need to before you really start to practice them. Sound good? Sound good. All right, everybody. See you soon.